Oh, God. Hey, guys.
Guys, I'm sick, so you know what that means. No show today.
Just kidding. I was lying, goddamn you.
That's right, we still out here doing it. We are going to punch through. We're going to kick through. We are going to through.
Okay.
Because you know what? I may not have my health, but I'll always have...
Drum James.
Oh, God damn it. Okay, guys, new segment. Clarification of the day. Okay, I guess I have to do this because I've been seeing a lot of messages, a lot of posts about it. Okay, guys, we all know that social media is the open mic night of the world, okay? And that means, to quote Patton Oswalt, the demons in our head will have their message heard. And in this case that people are asking about, the demons in my head having their message heard is Lana Del Rey, Lana Del Rey. People are like, why do you keep saying that?
Lana Del Rey, Lana Del Rey.
It's from a story that we were looking at on this channel where little kids were going into the Sephora makeup place, wrecking the place, causing absolute mayhem in the joint, And I imagined like a tween, like a little kid with poorly applied makeup going, Lana Del Rey. That's it. That's all it is. And this now concludes clarification of the day.
Putin went on for a very long time, probably half an hour, about the history of Russia going back to the 8th century. And honestly, we thought this was a filibustering technique and found it annoying and interrupted him several times. And he responded he was annoyed by the interruption.
Sounds like it went pretty well. Okay, before we get into this funny Joe thing, I kind of love this. This is an intro. This is an intro by this guy.
You're a moron.
To a 2-hour interview with Vladimir Putin, okay? This is the top thing trending right now on X, Twitter, whatever the hell it's called. Supposedly this drove a bunch of new X downloads or something, I don't know. But people are really interested in this. And I love that this guy, this goofball, introduces this 2-hour interview with, he was being kind of annoying. Yeah, this interview you're about to watch, it's 2 hours long. This guy's being kind of a baby.
I'm sure you've seen the guy in Canada, the 50-year-old man that identifies as a 15-year-old girl.
Oh, shit. Joe, please. Joe, please don't go online anymore. Joe, don't go online anymore, Joe. Joe, don't look at online anymore, Joe. Come on. I got some empathy for Joe, okay? I'm a sucker. I fall for stuff all the time. I get tricked, bamboozled. As a fellow sucker, I feel for Joe, okay? But Joe just keeps getting tricked, this is every episode now. Joe gets tricked by the most blatant fake crap on the internet. It's like Joe will be telling his guest, hey, did you hear about that dog that got a master's degree? Hey, flew a helicopter. Where'd you read about that, Joe? Oh, it's on this website, Bullshit News and Comedy. Okay, so anyway, Joe's got Aaron Rodgers on. You don't know who Aaron Rodgers is. He's a quarterback for the Jets, blah, 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 blah. Nobody cares. But Aaron Rodgers and Joe are kind of vibing. They're vibing, just bullshmitting. They're just...
Generally speaking.
They're just speaking generally, And then Joe goes into the story. He's like, I know you've seen this story. Joe's like, I know you've seen this story. I know you've seen this story, Aaron.
The 50-year-old man that identifies as a 15-year-old girl and got to change in the young girl's locker room.
And my man Joe brings up this story, and he makes a whole bunch of huge... world geopolitical conclusions based on this story.
It's utter, complete insanity.
Psychosis.
Yeah. First of all, you're 50. You're not 15.
So Joe brings up this story, and I'm like, what's going to happen when I look into this? When I kind of look around, what is this story actually going to be? And this dumbass story just kept getting weirder and weirder. This story is my, Jake Gyllenhaal and Zodiac, where I just get obsessed. I got to know every detail, what I mean? Okay, so first thing, Joe is like, this is a 50-year-old transgender woman who identifies as a 15-year-old. This story blew up on the New York Post like a month and a half ago. Nowhere in this story could I find that this person identifies as a 15-year-old. It's just a 50-year-old transgender swimmer. So I guess that's just on Joe.
It's sick.
It's sick.
It is sick.
It's sick,
Joe,
and the rest of the world is fucking laughing at us.
Joe, you're frozen.
They're laughing at how crazy, especially Russia. They think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
They're laughing at how ridiculous.
I bet you Putin's probably going to say something about that in this interview.
What, Aaron?
Yeah.
What the hell did Aaron just say? Yeah, but anyway, there's geopolitical consequences for that kind of crap. I mean, it's so funny because Joe has had on the guy who wrote Chaos. You know, Joe's really into like, man, there's psyops out there. There's people trying to trick your ass with these fake, with this fake crap, I went down a rabbit hole with this story, but I'll read this. The New York Post describes the event only as the Trojan Cup, also known as the Toilet Cup, because it's a public swimming pool. And then later, an interviewed parent says some of the girls are hoping for a scholarship. These two decisions lead the reader to believe that this is an important competition, one with an awe-inspiring name and possible financial implications. In reality, the Trojan Cup is a community event hosted by the Barry Trojan Swim Club. They are a private club that once operated out of a YMCA. Though some of the individual competitors may have been showing off for college recruiters, the event itself does not offer scholarships. The event also hosts an open age category where any person who is a member of the swim club could race. The New York Post doesn't include any of this detail because it would force them to address details that dull the teeth of their narrative. I came up with two really dumb and stupid examples that are closer to this than what Joe's talking about. I went to a roller rink once, during all ages skate, and they did a limbo competition. I won. No, I didn't win. I didn't do it. I was drinking. And it's all kids and adults. They're just limboing under the thing. Oh, whatever. It's stupid. The New York Post comes in. They're like, there was an old man who looks, okay for his age, appeared to have been drinking, and he was competing in this limbo competition with little kids, children, as young as 10, 5. Also, there's a bathroom. In the roller rink, and he was using that bathroom. Little kids use that bathroom. Okay, you know what? I forgot the other example, but you get it. Along a similar vein, the Post also states, World Aquatics, the international governing body of the sport, effectively banned male-to-female transgender athletes from competing in women's events last year after updating its policy to allow only for swimmers who transition before the age of 12 or in early stages of puberty. What they fail to mention is that World Aquatics only governs over Olympic and world competitions, not private YMCA/community swim meets. So what this is there's some transgender lady, I think she's a college professor, is like, I like swimming. There's a community pool somewhere in the part of Canada there where I live. I'll go swim there. And the New York Post, well, we'll see, not just the New York Post, kind of crafted some crap out of this. They crafted some crap out of this to make Joe upset. And that's wrong. Leave Joe alone. Okay, yeah, like the New York Post is, it's a publication that people use primarily for, if there's a wet spot on a seat on the subway, you put the New York Post down on that so you can sit down, That's mostly what the New York Post is used for. So I'm like, okay, they did a misleading, they did a
disgusting
misleading story. They do that all the time. It gets so much weirder. It gets even more damning when one finds out where this story originally came from. This story originally broke in October from Rebel News, a website notorious for spreading misinformation and having reporters with ties to the far right, blah, 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 blah.
You know what? They said they're calling the police on me. I'm calling the police on them.
Whoa! So the source of this story, that blew up, with the help of the New York Post and all this other crap, they went to this community swim rec center. And if you can watch this video. I feel like they'll ding my ass if I play the whole thing. Joe definitely will. Every time I upload anything related to Joe, copyright crap.
Thanks, Joe. You son of a bitch. You free speech loving son of a bitch, you.
This video that they uploaded, that is the source of all these stories, is both the creepiest thing I've ever seen, because it's a guy just walks into a community swim center and just starts harassing everybody, basically. The whole video has this cable access vibe. The main guy in the video just has no business being on camera, sorry. But you could go watch that video. The one thing that the video illustrates, this is like video journalism. We're going to go there. We're going to prove something. It does prove something. It proves that a hysterical lunatic went into a community swim center and was and was asked to leave multiple times. And it's funny too because, you know, the way that this story's been presented by these little media outlets is, oh man, people were really like disturbed by this situation. They were really pissed off. You could look in the video, like look in the background while the guy is giving this, you know, news report. Everybody there is just trying to like watch the thing. Like no one seems pissed off. They're all just trying to watch this thing, and this guy's like having a meltdown. Okay, I probably shouldn't play this, but I have to. I just cannot not play this. Okay, here it is. Listen to what this guy says.
Because we are seeing, as I said earlier, perversity in the pool. He has...
I can't not laugh at that. I can't not laugh at that. Yeah, okay, this is a tough one. This is a tough one because the guy is basically like going there to do like a kind of a hate crime, you know? But being this hysterical lunatic nut job, you know, cable access nut job at this community center, you know, at this community center where everybody's just basically trying to ignore you or ask you to leave. And you're kind of in the corner of this public pool club or whatever the hell this is, this community center, and you deliver the line seriously without laughing. This is, like I said before, perversity in the pool. Yeah, I mean, the source of the story that Joe is like, oh man, this is going to be the start of World War III. The source of that story, this video, just watch it. Just go watch it. It has the same vibe of like an Eric Andre on the street, you know, skit or whatever, where he's like covered in goo or whatever, you know, and some guy who barely speaks English is like, are you okay, man? But I went to the website of this community pool thing in Canada, and I was reading through like all the about us, all the competition stuff, you know, their little mission statement and all that. And all over their website, it's like, hey, this is basically what this place is. Hey, do you like swimming? Come swim. It's for everybody to swim. Swimming's for everybody. So, you know, a person said, I like swimming, and I live in whatever cold-ass, frigid, insufferable part of Canada that this community center pool is. I'll go swim. Basically, the story is, this is a more truthful telling of this story. A transgender woman went to the pool. That's it. Oh.
It's the same thing. It's the same sort of religious-like thinking that exists in all sorts of groups of people that we call cults.
Yeah, so Joe starts talking about cult mentality there, you know what I mean? And, you know, he keeps doing these stories. He keeps running across these stories, and and then Jamie will be like, that's fake. But he'll keep gravitating toward this crap. And that's the scary thing about the cult mindset, you know? That really might be the scariest thing about it, is like your family members are showing you, look, no, it's a scam. Look, we got evidence it's a scam. And they're just like, no. You know, if you really think about somebody being in a cult, you know, there's one thing to say about it, which is,
that's creepy.
All right. That was not worth it. But you know what? Sometimes I feel for Joe, because that thing when he was like, why does it lie? Why does it lie? I feel like that too. I've definitely felt that on the internet where I see something, I'm like, oh, that's crazy. That's weird. You know, and then there's some comment, oh, it's fake. I'm like, why? Why does it lie? Why do you waste my time? So I kind of feel for him on that one, but all is not lost with Joe. He looks kind of critically at something here. This is kind of good. This is a good sign for old Joe. Here we go. He's fact-checking the ass of Aaron Rodgers here. Check this out.
Wearing these goggles.
Joe keeps freezing for some reason. I don't know what the hell's wrong with Spotify. Okay, but anyway, let Aaron say his thing. Go ahead.
On the street.
I can't believe they got Trump on the escalator, though. That, to me, is one of the craziest ones. When they got him riding the escalator down like he did in that one moment where I think he had just...
All right, Aaron Rodgers is talking about some meme or something, some crap, some Twitter post. I put it on the screen where it's like, you know, The Simpsons exactly got Trump coming down the escalator or whatever the hell. And here's what happens with old Joe.
Yeah.
Look at this. They literally had Trump.
Easy, Joe.
God, that's so nuts.
Read below, Joe.
Oh, wait a minute. People think The Simpsons predicted Trump's win, but it's what? What does that say, Jamie, on the right-hand side?
Right. It's
what do
fake.
They say?
It's fake. Okay, that one did turn out to be fake, but thank God Joe caught it, all right?
But the picture is they had Trump coming down the escalator, and he was going
fake,
down
Joe.
the escalator, and he did wave his right hand. I mean, like, the thing is, it's the same image.
Joe, it's fake.
Like, no matter what, the fact that he did that, and they predicted it.
Because, show the image again. You have on one side, this is supposed to be from 2000 that The Simpsons predicted this. And it looks exactly like this guy on the escalator, you know what I mean? If that actually happened, that would be like, whoa, something's really going on here. That image is not from 2000. It's from about a month after the one on the one on the right side. That makes more sense. A thing happens, somebody does a cartoon about it. But Joe's like, oh, when you're super creative, you have your thumb on something and you can predict with like photographic accuracy a thing that's going to happen in 15 years. I wouldn't make that conclusion. I would be like, something's wrong. I'm dreaming. I don't know, though. Whom amongst us? You know what I mean? You have a celebrity guest on your show. You're talking to a celebrity. And the celebrity's like, oh, did you see this thing? It's crazy, this thing I seen. You know, and then you say to that celebrity, no, you moron, that's fake. You idiot. You're about to feel like a real pendejo. Because that was fake. But, you know, there's some fun stuff in this interview. They start talking about Eyes Wide Shut and Stanley Kubrick and all this stuff. And this right here is probably my favorite part. This keeps my soft spot for Joe right here. Here, check this cut.
Marshall looks at Carl as an attention. He's like, that guy's going to steal me.
Look at that. Look at that little pendejo.
Adult baby.
But there we go. The internet once again tricking Joe's ass. Leave him alone. Big shout out to that dog. I want a dog like that. I'd look that dog right in the eyes and I'd go, keep that little smug. Here's my dog.
It's weird.
Well, guys.
Praise God.
Lana Del Rey. It's Friday. Get out there this weekend and do something
disgusting
and
weird.
Talk to you guys soon.
I might just walk out here and think I'm gonna take about a week off. Guys!
You're not getting the whole show, okay? Please, for Christ's sake, become a member on Patreon, okay? For as little as 2 bones. When you join on Patreon for as little as 2 stupid little bones, you get the Tuesday, Thursday shows every week. The Quaments program, where you can ask questions or tell stories or do whatever, and it's a whole show. Behind the scenes crap.
All for 2 putrid little bones, that's it.
And if you really want to support the wretched show, people call it, because they're satanic, they're sick, you could become a producer for only 25 bones. These beautiful people here are, God! Without these producers, it's over, man. It's done.
Do you think we can do the show without the producers?
Okay? Because if you do think that, you got another thing coming, my man.
You got a totally different thing coming.
Without the producers, it is as good as over.
Hello?
Is anyone listening to me? Please answer. I'll wait. Please answer.
Our hearts and our toilets
are forever endowed unto the producers from which all light comes. Praise God.
Praise God.
It really is amazing to have such beautiful producers, and if you want to do it, oh my God. I don't even know what to say. I love the producers so much that I wrote a little song about them. Here we go.
Hit it. Without the producers, we're going straight to hell. It will be their nationality for all eternity. Yeah. And then we'll go down to the lower level of hell where you can't get out. Not even for good behavior / deeds. Go down there. Deeds.